Everyone, Mirage Fly here, bringing you another game on Company of Heroes 2. This time it'll be between insane Spanky, who will be a US Forces player, on the left-hand side of Khlodney Ferma Winter, and he'll be going up against GentleFox, who'll be the Wehrmacht, on the right-hand side. As for builds, looks like GentleFox is doing something interesting. We got double Pioneer and MG. Well, we got double rear echelon for insane Spanky with a rifle squad now coming up. Looks like both players have already locked into their commanders. We got Rifle Company. He for insane Spanky, and GentleFox is already locked into the Blitzkrieg doctrine. Over here we got some rear echelon placing down some wire to block off entrance into this area. Should probably also put a bit of wire around the heavy cover here, denies enemy access. So we also have a tank trap going up there. Not exactly sure why, but it could be possibly to prevent minesweeper piles from actually cutting the wire. May not be enough space for them to actually reach into there. Meanwhile, we got rear echelon just simply capping. Neither player secured their high fuel point. Our Austrian player has just recently done it. Rifleman capturing the point here. MG42 moving forward. Looks like it's going to be moving into the church. Good firing position from there. We'll give him near full control of the center. And he doesn't really care if there's one window on each side, on the north and south facing of the church, as you only really need the MG to be firing. Looks like both sides will see each other. Rifles will exit the building and begin moving up into the north. We got another MG now coming up. Gonna be a very defensive play style from GentleFox. Looks like he may be rushing for his tier 2. On rear echelon is simply capping. So not very aggressive game in the early stages that you typically see between Austere and US forces. We're gonna have our first engagement going on at the 2-minute mark. Pioneers fighting rear echelon. Pioneers are probably gonna stall and wait for this MG42 to get down here. Meanwhile, rear echelon are probably gonna get into this building. Our mission capture has been denied. Riflemen are now moving out. This is gonna force the Pioneers back. However, 42 from the church is gonna suppress those riflemen and temporarily take them out of the fight. However, they're gonna get behind the hedges and avoid being shot more by the 42. You know, Pioneers and MG42 have forced off the rear echelon. Pioneers should probably begin capturing that munition point. Or it looks like the MG42 may do it, but it could be a bit could be dangerous how the MG42 in the center is doing its job, suppressing the infantry squad. MG42 here will be setting up. Gonna be a big nasty surprise for these riflemen. Not gonna be able to snipe the gunner and be forced to immediately retreat. Spanky has a lot of manpower that he can spend as well. Could probably give himself another rifle squad with. You know, we got a third MG42 coming onto the field. It'll be very difficult for Americans to break without some sort of tech or rifleman upgrade. Meanwhile, Pioneers are going to begin moving up and capture that point. MG42 will finish capturing the munition point. Battle phase. I think it's battle phase 1. Battle phase 1 has been unlocked. Just need a Pioneer to return back to base and get a bit more manpower to establish that building. As again, once again, I'll say, not very aggressive build or playstyle from either player. The US Forces player is flowing quite a bit of manpower, could probably start spending that, but we do have flamers on the rear echelon. That's going to help smoke out the MG from the building, so as long as he can get something distracted. Probably attack from this angle and go for the church, and get his rear echelon up to the truck and burn the MG out. The riflemen on the left side, going to begin moving up. I won't spot any units. We got another rifle squad as well. May see a push here. MG42 is in position, however, immediately forces the squad to retreat and causes significant damage. Squad down to less than half health with 4 members. Rifles can probably push up to the next truck, draw the MG42's attention, and move the rear echelon into combat. Not sure this is a really good idea to send the rear echelon alone. Immediately force back. Should probably made a push on to the church by now. Not really much guarding it, though we have a teller mine now planted. That's going to stop any early M20. He's from hitting that, well, going straight down the gut. Oh, we still have a lot of manpower from Spanky. I'm not sure what he's saving it for. 50 cals, maybe? M20 is in production. Actually, he cancels it. I'm not sure why. Maybe saving for the A after, but his fuel income's not particularly that high. Pioneer's going to be forced back, taking significant damage. Going to need some healing. Will capture the VP before being forced off. And our 222 is actually arriving before the M20. M20 is arriving pretty late. Not sure why he cancelled that unit. Spanky needs to get some more production going. Another rifleman squad would be good. Pioneers will begin capturing this point and pulling back. Rear echelon not yet jumping into the house. 222 and MG42 will find them, however, and cause significant damage. Rear echelon going to be forced that way. Like, MG42 is going to suppress the lieutenant squad. Our rifle squad is coming up on the flank. Fox is going to need to pull this 42 out, or he is going to lose it. 42 is on retreat, but he could possibly lose it. Rifles are focusing. Are the rifles going to chase? Will attempt to chase, but likely won't get that one. Our MG42 has been forced back, and will allow Spanky now to enter down into the south. And the fuel point is unguarded at the moment. The rear echelon have been forced away. More rear echelon are coming. I'm not sure about this rear echelon spam. Do we have weapon racks? Yeah, weapon racks is queued up, so maybe going for some BARs. But his munition income's not looking that well. He hasn't really had control of either munitions point. That's going to be rather hard on him. And he has cancelled the M20. I'm not sure what Spanky's doing in this game. Flowing a ton of manpower. And really needs to spend it. Should probably buy 50 cal then at this point. Just give him more firepower. Rifle squad will be forced to pull back. All these rear echelon with flamers are going to get suppressed. Their rear echelon squad is going to try pushing up in the middle. How they may be affected by the area's effect suppression. And double 222s on the field. This is going to really force away any infantry unit. Going to need to see some bazookas come out. 42 looks like it was caught reloading, and rear echelon will get beside it. We'll begin pulling away. Actually going to force away these pioneers. Our map controls looking really bad for a US Forces player. Generally something you don't see at this stage of the game. Generally the opposite. Rifle's going to attempt to force away these 222s. However, they don't have the rifle grenade just yet. Going to need to get a bit more experience. Weapon racks is unlocked. However, no bazookas grabbed just yet. Gonna have a bit of bleed here. We don't have an ambulance either. Can purchase it though if he wants to. He has a ton of float. Our Axis player is now floating. Feels like he doesn't really need anything. He is establishing his bunker though. Could see some Panzer Grenadiers arrive on the field. Actually, we have a Gren squad coming out. Tier 1 was built. He's just going to pick away at this garrison. We got an M15 anti-air half-track now coming up. We'll be good against the 222s. Just got to make sure he doesn't get flanked or caught out of position. Giant squad's moving down south. Do we have an MG guarding this area? Yes, we do, but it is in the open. Could be a little bit dangerous. He's actually moving it out. Actually moving it back. Good call. Doesn't want to get caught out of position. Especially since he doesn't have really any infantry support. He's got 2 pioneers and one Gren, which is 1 unit per MG. Rifles now have their AT grenade. I will pull back. Ambulance has been purchased and is arriving on the field. A M50 anti-air half-track is also on the way.
Half-track, waiting for orders.
222 rolling around. Excuse me. So we got 4 squads of rear echelon. All of them have flamethrowers. But he's not really done anything to really push this out of the church. He needs to do a attack from multiple flanks and try to smoke this MG out of the house. It's been controlling the center for quite a bit of time. M50 anti-air half-track is moving up. This MG won't be able to do much. It's not bet one just yet. Our lieutenant squad is going to be forced away by this 222. Looks like the M50 anti-air half-track has come down here to respond. And we'll begin to open up on this 2-2. May actually take it out, doing significant damage with that 37 million. It actually gets abandoned there. Vehicle will be finished off. And that 2-2-2 was taken out relatively quickly. MG42 is going to suppress these rear echelon on the flank. Rifles are moving out, however, there's no flamer here to take out this 42 in the church. Rear echelon trying to get around, however, they may get suppressed. 42 needs to shift targets. Howard's actually caught reloading at this point. No, incendiary is being loaded. And wipes out rear echelon squad. Spanky not micro in there. Flamethrower is now attacking the church. Howard, that rear echelon will be forced away.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Won't lose them on retreat. Rear echelon here have also been forced away. Sniper now on the field for GentleFox. Going to cause a bit of problem for the US forces. Rifleman squad here is going to be forced to pull back. Pioneers with flamethrower in 222 may actually lose on retreat. Our M15 anti-air half-track is here. And MG42 is finished its incendiary rounds. We don't have any anti-tank for... Actually, the pack gun is here, but it's just reached the field. It's going to take a while to get into the center position and get ready for that M15 anti-air half-track. Do I have any more tech? Don't have any more tech coming out from Spanky just yet. No captain or anything else. 222 is trying to get along the flanks of this M15 anti-air half-track. Now he's in front of it. He could lose it. Our M15 is rotating. 222 is trying to run away. Will barely get out of there. Our pack gun could rotate in position, take it out with one shot. M15 down onto below half health. Pioneers have captured up in the north. And Lieutenant Squad here will begin capturing this fuel point. Rear echelon also here, capturing munition point. Though we do have units now moving out of base, MG42 and Grenadier Squad. Just have S-mines planted. S-mines planted on the cutoff. MG42 out of range, needs to move a bit closer. Alright, these MG42s are causing havoc on Spanky. He doesn't have any grenades to smoke off. I don't know if he has a really defensive unit to force him off, and incendiary will make short work of that M15 anti-air half-track. Looks like the Lieutenant Squad gets the best, moved off a bit too far. And interesting left. Ran a straight, clear path through that S-mine field. Talk about the luckiest retreat ever. Our Grenadiers need to get on this point and begin recapturing the field. GentleFox should probably start teching up. He's got a ton of fuel in the bank. Shouldn't be waiting for a command tank at this point. Not like he needs it. Incendiary has been loaded. You know, this squad is moving away. We'll be taking cover. Still, we need to really see a multiple-pronged attack against this church with the flamethrowers. We got 3 rear echelon flamethrowers. There's no reason that this MG42 in the house should be still standing. He probably shouldn't have engaged at the munition point. He probably just moved his echelon down to here and tried to smoke it out. But in the end, there were multiple MGs. And MG in the house has been sitting there all game long, but it has pretty much denied the entire center to Spanky. Captain Squad has arrived on the field. May see a pack out, so yes, it is in production. That float has finally been used up, so making pretty much not much manpower left. Fox, on the other hand, has a lot. He is now taking up now. Battle Phase 2 will be coming online. May see Panzer IV is reaching the field. Flamethrower finally gets here. This is going to be bad for the MG42. Will be forced to bail out of the house, taking significant damage. Needs to retreat as well. 222 is here.
Manufacturing capability has been increased.
222 won't stay in. And if I could attempt to bombard this house from range, he does have more range than the bazookas. Interesting enough, the 222 is actually decent against units and garrisons simply because it hits every model in the house. Also with its autocannon. It'll slowly chip them, but it'll chip all the models. Grenadier Squad will be pulling away, may lose a model on retreat. The 37mm starts firing. We'll get away. Our Lieutenant Squad here could lose a Gren Squad. Probably gonna lose that. Rear echelon need to stop and use the flamethrower. Grenadier Squad will actually get picked off. Would have been a major loss for Spanky if he didn't manage to get it. However, this could be really bad for Spanky. He's now running through the minefield. His rear echelon completely get killed off. Lieutenant once again falls down right into the center of the minefield and barely gets out of there. Pioneers and MG42 took quite a bit of damage from the S minefield. Actually, we have white phosphorus coming down. M15 anti-air half-track will be forcing units away. Pack needs to get out of there, however, on its sliver of health. Anything will decorrode, and rear echelon are falling up. Pack howitzer needs to hold position, get ready to bombard. It is not an assault weapon. I have no idea what the Pioneers are going. Looks like they're moving towards to build the structure. Do I have any minesweepers on these echelon? Actually can't buy them since he's bought flamethrowers. Sniper is coming out of the base. Should probably get to work on killing these rear echelon. Now the map has totally changed control. Now the US forces controls all the map. Rear echelon going to be forced to pull back here. And hit a S-mine, but will safely make it out. Pack outs are now firing on this MG42. Causes significant damage, but no model losses. Pack outs are now pulling back. I wonder what Spanky's going to now move into. It could move into a Stewart if he wanted to. Actually, it's going by another rear echelon squad. Not sure if that's a good idea. But then again, GentleFox doesn't really have much combat infantry. He's relying completely on support weapons, and I think he lost an MG42 somewhere. And it was stolen by a rear echelon squad. That's going to be a major loss for Fox. Gonna need to see a replacement squad. Panzer IV now on the way. Could cause significant damage here. Not much AT for our US Forces player. He just has his captain and rifle grenades. 222 will be backing away. Won't be hitting any S-mines on retreats, it seems. M15 half-track is moving up. However, we do have a pack gun straight behind the forces. This could be dangerous. Could Faust it. Needs to use the Faust on it. Faust is firing. But the model actually gets killed before he can fire it off. Another Faust will fire, forcing the M15 back further with a damaged engine. However, pack cannot get in position. We got a lot of riflemen here. We need to see the MG42 come up. Panzer IV is also on the field. Should probably start moving toward the front. Just arrived. It needs to pull these units back. They're suppressed, can't really do much. MG42 is here, however. We'll begin suppressing these squads. Maybe trying to keep them here so he doesn't lose map control. Our Panzer IV is here. White Phosphorus now coming down on this position. 42 will suppress these units, however. Panzer IV could attempt to move in for the crush. And White Phosphorus doesn't actually hit the MG, but the pack gun will be forced away. And our sniper actually gets taken out by an MG42. Something you definitely don't see every day. You need to pay attention to using your snipers. MG42 will be forced away. Could actually finish it off if he decides to chase. He needs to face his guns towards that MG42. And we'll take out that 42. Needs to recruit of something. Can't afford those Americans to have it back. Sniper is now being rebuilt. We need to actually see more combat infantry, in my honest opinion. Yeah, sniper is good, but you only have one Gren squad to really get for those Faust and a screen. He's relying completely on MG42s. Could probably chase this down. There's no snares in the areas. Could be afraid, though. House will take a bit of damage. Bazookas do land a nice hit on the Panzer IV. House could actually go down soon. That Panzer IV doing massive damage on that wooden structure. But actually hits the wall on that shot. MG42 could get decrewed here. Surprised these echelon weren't suppressed. MG42 does go down. Pioneer's going to smoke out the captain squad. 222 is going to force away the rear echelon, but they will manage to get that capture off. Panzer IV is going to need repairs, and these MG42s are vulnerable to being stolen. We had nothing to follow up here. G42 is just hitting back in the field. We need to see more infantry coming out from GentleFox. Panzer IV will need that repair from the double Pioneers. Sniper in a bit of bad position here. 42 needs to set up, can't be advancing. Piles should probably fall back. And 15 half-track does get a shot by the pack, will be forced away. Grander should probably get in the building. Pack needs to not chase. GentleFox is not microing, could have lost that if it weren't for the MG42. 57mm is on the field. Will help force away that Panzer IV, and MG42 has been stolen by rear echelon. Looks like the other gun could be stolen. Actually, no, the units will get into the church. Panzer IV and the 222 are going to need repairs. I was going to say FDS KFC, but that's a bit mouthful. Pack just takes a massive shot from that pack howitzer. Needs to reverse and get out of there. Could see incendiary loaded to try and force away this half-track. Will be loaded. M15 won't be able to go in. Pack Howitzer could force the gun away higher, causing significant damage. Grenadier squad also forced away. 222 now moving up. MG42 will actually get wiped there, and the gun gets destroyed by that Pack Howitzer shot. Panzer IV needs to get back onto the field and do something. More infantry needs to arrive on the field. We actually lost all the support weapons for GentleFox. He's in a really bad position here. Captain Squall will probably be forced away. Alright, we could lose to 222 here. Bazooka will miss. Captain will be forced away. We have a triple cap on our Axis, 379 to 205. Points are draining quickly for our Axis forces. Sniper can begin taking out this 42.
That's it, fellas. Knock their fucking Krauts are taking one of our points.
Pack gun will land a nice hit on the M15 half-track. One more shot will finish the half-track off. Spanky's not micro, and we'll lose that. White Phosphorus coming down once again on the pack gun. Panzer IV now here. White Phosphorus is actually going to cause more issues for Spanky. His units won't be able to move forward. Our bad position for the Grenadiers, fighting Lieutenant and rear echelon with flamethrower. Panzer IV will be rotating down to the south. 222 has been repaired and is back on the field, however. Gent squad taking significant damage. Rifleman will not be forced away by this Panzer IV. 57mm now moving up. Sniper can begin taking out this anti-tank gun though.
We're losing a capture point.
VP in the north is being captured at long last. Another actually Panzer IV command takes on the field, gonna give GentleFox much more power on the field.
A capture point is under attack.
And we're probably going to lose this rear echelon. Not enough for incendiary, but sniper does get him regardless.
There's a major.
We need to see the sniper move out and take out this 57mm. The other Panzer IV needs to get some work done as well. Could probably move up and envelop the 57 and take it out. Now would be a good time to rush his tanks forward. 57 will be pulling back.
The enemy is overrunning.
Pioneers engaging this rifleman squad are probably going to lose here, even with the flamethrower. Rifleman RVET 3 giving them significant more survivability. Round will bounce off the Panzer IV. Sniper should move up and take out that 57mm anti-tank gun. Sniper can probably chase this. We got no mobile response units for Spanky. .222 somewhere. It's actually down south. Try and take out these riflemen, but the survivability is going to make that a little bit difficult to take them out of the point. Pack Howitzer is actually being sniped and forced back. Rear echelon moving in for a flank hour with the flamethrower. Panzer IV command tank is getting repaired by the Pioneer squad. 222 actually got its damaged engine from an AT grenade. Will begin pulling back.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Pioneers need to get over here and begin repairing as well. VBs are still dropping for Axis and no micro here. Grenadier squad running straight into the captain squad will be forced back. Not sure why he's running forward. He can't really do much. Should probably just pull back. Looks like something got killed here. Was that a rifleman squad? Or was that rear echelon? One Panzer IV is back in action. Can begin moving up. 57 will need to get back on the field. Is Vet 2 however. Gives it more mobility and accuracy. Our VPs are currently triple capped for our Axis. Needs to begin retaking points. Needs more infantry on the field as well. I'm not sure if more Grenadiers are good. Maybe Panzer Grenadiers. Because we have no rifleman upgrades. Excuse me. The Grenadiers will make short work of the rear echelon if they attempt to close in with their flamethrower. And the riflemen, even though they have veterancy, aren't going to be powerful enough if the Panzer Grenadiers are using combined arms to force infantry units off. And once they get veterancy, they'll be very powerful. Sniper a bit exposed here. How he's jumping from cover to cover. Panzer IV is here. Don't see an AT grenade go off. We're actually low enough threshold for the critical to go off. That church is about to go down. One Panzer IV shot could take it down. Do we have any tech out for Spanky? No major. Actually, we do have the major on the field. We could see E8s reaching the field. Pioneers are here, hour to move up. White phosphorus is going down. Not sure if Fox sees this. His pack is going to take significant damage, as are his piles. Going to be forced to pull back to his medical bunker. Some units moving up here. Could see the 222 move in and respond. Rear echelon will forced away. I think the Grenadiers might just win this. The Northern VP will be secured, for now. 57mm now under attack from sniper will begin pulling back. Pack outserts firing, could wipe out the sniper. Needs to be careful. 57 down to 2 men. Spanky really wants to... Fox really wants to take out that anti-tank gun. It's really the only response to tanks now. However, we do have the E8 now arriving on the field. Going to be very bad for GentleFox. He does have double anti-tank guns on the field, though. Sniper will begin falling back. Panzer IVs will be reaching the field. Both of them have been repaired. Actually, only one of them's been repaired. The other one needs its repairs.
We have a fresh Grenadier squad.
You know, Grenadiers are moving up. E8's going to reveal itself, I think. Actually, no, Grenadiers will not see it as they go around the corner. Should probably send a unit down to the south, though we do have a machine gun guarding. 32 points for our Axis. Not sure if he really wants to jump into that house. It's about to collapse at any point. We're going to see our tanks moving down into the center. 57 is under attack. Our tanks could attempt to bypass it. Could also attempt to pop smoke. E8 has to rotate in. We're down to 19 points for the Axis, and Northern VP is being captured. 42 has finally been recaptured, kind of late for that. He recaptured his 42s much earlier on. Pack guns are in position though. E8's not actually going to do much.
10 points remaining.
Like both players are calling GG. GentleFox will bleed out victory points. And so we're going to see a very strange game on Khlodney Ferma Winter. Both players, I would say, made quite a few mistakes in terms. I mean, GentleFox had such a massive lead early on simply because Spanky wasn't invested in that much infantry and taking map control. But then he loses all his 42s and everything kind of falls apart since he doesn't really he never had the infantry firepower taken on. Or he never really made an aggressive push to take out that 57mm, which will give him much more room to work with. But anyways, that's all for now, and this is Mirage Fla, signing off.